on the O's and Mark Trumbo have reached a 3-year deal worth $37.5 million. Trumbo led all of Major League Baseball last year with 47 home runs and was named an All-Star. How important was it for the O's to get Trumbo back in the middle of that order?
Not as important to me as you'd think for a guy that led the league in home runs. This was a thump in the middle of their order. They have a great offense. I love their offense, and when you put him with Chris Davis and Manny Machado and the rest of the sluggers that they have, it's one of the more potent offenses in the entire league. They still have zero starting pitching. Arguably one of, if not the best closer in the game, but as far as the guys that start their games, I have a tremendous concern if I'm an Orioles fan. How are we going to keep teams under 8 runs a game? This has been the bugaboo for this Orioles team for some time now, and they just keep sweeping that issue under the rug with more power. When they had Nelson Cruz and he led the team in home runs, and then they let him walk, they replaced it with more power and no pitching. You don't win in this league on a high level without starting pitching, and they have none of it. Literally none of it. They don't have one guy that I feel like you can go out and he's every time out, I feel like he's going to win a game. He might not, but I feel like he's going to win a game. They're not one guy like that. They're going to outslug a lot of opponents, and they're going to be somewhere around the playoffs. If they're on the inside looking out or on the outside looking in, I'm not sure. I think they have one of the best managers in baseball, even though he made one of the biggest gaffes I've ever seen in postseason history last year in that Blue Jays wildcard game. It's a good move. And the reality is, it's not like there's a ton of pitchers out there, and they should have reallocated this $37 million to pitching. They already screwed that up. So they felt like, well, we don't have any pitching. Let's just keep going with the process we've trusted, which is homer after homer after homer and outslugging opponents. We'll see if it works. The move is fine. I don't think they drastically overpaid for it. But until this team gets some pitching, I can't really take them all that seriously as a World Series contender.
Trumbo back in Baltimore. What say you? At 120 Sports, use the hashtag #TheRally.